Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Lone Camper, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to replace the wood paneling of your RV or camper's roof. So the overall scheme and maneuver will look something like this. First step is going to mark everything. Yeah, I'll go into more detail on each of these things here soon. Second is, cut everything, fit it, and then if need be, cut and fit again, just repeat. Third is apply the Thompson's Waterseal. Fourth is to place some supports in if needed. I'll show you what I mean by that here in a minute. Step 5 is bringing up the cut wood and the glue for a final fit. And then number 6 is glue, drill, and weigh everything down. All right. So, things you will need for this project are the brown original Gorilla Glue. If you get clear or anything, it's not going to work. It needs to be brown Gorilla Glue, a tape measure, Thompson's Waterseal, a paintbrush, some sort of container for the water seal, a pencil, a square, and something long and straight. Ha ha ha. I used a yardstick, and this is mainly just for measuring and lining everything up. Let's see, half-inch aluminum sheet screws, a drill and a screwdriver, weights, or something semi-heavy to kind of help weigh that wood paneling down, something ideal, like between 5 and 10 pounds. So nothing too heavy needed. And then I used 4 individual pieces of 2x4x8s, and then 8 cargo ratchet bars. All right. So that's everything you're going to need. So step 1, which is, as you can see, kind of what I'm doing right now. I didn't show this in the video, but I'd already gone up and kind of marked everything where it was. This one was pretty simple that I'm doing right here. I just kind of needed to cut the board about in half and then just kind of draw where the aluminum bar on the RV roof sits. So this one was pretty simple, but if you're doing something a little different, I would say first, it was easiest for me. I didn't have to do this for the entirety of the RV, but for the first half, I had to put in the support pieces, which is, just a 2x4 running across the roof, and I would use a cargo ratchet bar to kind of use that to press the styrofoam up into the aluminum framing of the RV, just to kind of get everything level and square with the roof. And also while I was walking on it so I wouldn't fall through. So I found it easiest to do that first and then get on the roof. Obviously, you're going to need to get your wood paneling up there somehow. It was pretty light for me, so I just kind of grabbed it and threw it on. Either way, just get the wood paneling up there, fit it up, make sure it's going to line up where you need it to. And also mark around where it's going to be fit up. So that way, when it's time to apply the glue, you're not, wasting any of it. You're making sure to get all the cracks and crannies and whatnot. And it'll just kind of help you get a better visual idea of where everything's going to be. So get up there, get everything marked. I found it easiest to mark the aluminum bars where they were going to be on either side of the board first, and then I would step off the roof, go into the camper, and then mark where the sunroof, or I just draw the outline of where it's going to be essentially on the piece of paneling if there was a sunroof that needed to be cut out. And then after all that, I would take it down and place it on the ground, and then as you can see here, just kind of mark everything on the board, so that when it's time to cut, I obviously have a straight line to cut and whatnot. All right, so step 2 is cut, fit, and repeat. what you're going to need for this is an oscillator, a pencil, and a square. All right, so once you brought everything down, like I said, measure, get your square, mark out where everything's going to be, what everything needs to be cut, and then obviously, cut it and bring it back up to the roof just to make sure if everything fit up, and if it didn't fit up, then bring it back down and repeat and readjust until it fits. Pretty simple step. So third step is applying the water seal. So what you're going to need for this is Thompson's water seal, a paintbrush, and a container to put the Thompson's water seal in. And you can get this at your local Walmart. I just kind of chose one. Doesn't matter which Thompson's water seal, just pick one. For a paintbrush, I just use a styrofoam roller. So, nothing crazy with this step. What I did is applied a thick coat first, and then I'm going to get back on and reapply a second coat. But yeah, just get one good thick coat on there first, because when you're on the roof working, you're going to be sweating everywhere, and you don't want any of your sweat to get in and soak into the board and cause, more water damage that you're trying to replace. All right, so step 4 is putting in the supports, only if needed. Like I said, I only needed to do this for half of the camper. The rest of the time, I didn't need to put any type of supports in there. So what you're going to need is 4 individual 2x4x8s and 8 cargo ratchet straps. So first, you may need a buddy to help you with this. I didn't. Once you get the first one in there, or the first cargo bar in there, it's pretty simple. Let's see. Yeah, just place the first one on the ceiling of the roof, or the first 2x4x8. Get one cargo bar in there, ratchet it down nice and tight. Once the first one's in, just go to the other side of the board, the very edge of the board of the 2x4x8, and then put in another cargo ratchet strap on that one. So it'll hold with just 2. What I did was I had 4 of 2x4x8, so I would have them about 12 inches of separation in between each one, because the big panel I was using was a 4-foot by 8-foot. So, using 4 2x4x8s, you can do the math. That lines up pretty much perfectly. So, pretty simple step. Really not too much to say here. Like I said, just make sure it gets tight. That styrofoam presses tight up against the aluminum framing. Obviously, you don't want to put too much force into it, or something will break or bend, and you obviously don't want that. So step number 5 is to bring the wood up. What you're going to need for this is a drill, screws, glue, and something to weigh down the paneling. I just use, like gym weights. Cheap gym weights I have from Walmart. So after you've put that first coat of Thompson's water seal on, obviously let it dry. Once it dries, bring it up to the roof and start fitting it up. I would recommend bringing your screws, drill, glue, and the weights all onto the roof first, because that way when you're on there and the board's up there, everything you need is right there with you. So it can just kind of, you can go into flow. You can go into flow, if that makes sense. All right, so once you get up there, everything's placed and everything fits. It's got the water seal on. You're finally ready for step 6, which is to glue, drill, and press this panel down. So remember when I said to mark where your board's going to be? This is where it comes into play. So where you marked your board, place your glue down in between the lines, obviously. I used about 2 bottles of Gorilla Glue per panel, like whole panel. All right, so it took 2 of those for me. Next, you're going to place the board down, and again, it should have fit, but fit it back up, wiggle it if you need to, whatever. Get down there and then start placing weights on the board, trying to keep it way down. And typically an RV roof is going to be slightly curved, so it's to help with that panel also kind of get that curved shape. And once you do that, then now you're going to start drilling holes into the wood paneling that's going to go into the aluminum framing. So I wouldn't do too many screws. I think I did about 6 or 7 screws per aluminum bar. So about 6 or 7 screws per 8-foot aluminum bar. That's how many I did. I wouldn't put too many in there. Like I said, I think about 6 or 7 is good. And just be mindful, it'd be a little bit easier for you now to go ahead and make sure that drill head is drilled down past the wood, so that way when you're going around caulking or gluing or whatever, you don't have to go back, make sure that screw's in there, yada yada yada. Just go ahead and do it now. That way it'll save you some time. All right. Once it's screwed down, readjust your weights if needed. Sometimes when you drill down, a spot you thought wasn't good is good, and so you now have an extra weight. So like I said, just readjust it. After all of that, I would recommend, if you're using the ratchet bars and support system I mentioned, I would go back down into the RV and give the ratchet bars one more good ratchet, just to make sure everything is nice and tight and lifted. And then after that, just wait for everything to dry for like 2 hours. And after that, you can take the weights off and keep rolling until you're done. But yeah, it's tedious, but it's fairly simple. It's really not that hard. The only, I guess, difficult thing I found was to keep going up and down the ladder carrying shit. But other than that, yeah, it's really not hard. And everything you can get, I mentioned you can get at Walmart, Marvin's, Harbor Freight, just your local hardware store. You can find all this. All right. Hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Leave a like, comment, maybe subscribe. That'd be cool. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you learned something. And yeah. Peace out. Hope World War III doesn't kick off.